Hello, this is the part 3 of our leg rigging tutorial. Today we are going to add drivers for switching the FK and IK legs. So what I mean by that? For now we have the, let's say, for now by default we have the FK bones. If I want to turn on IK, I can't. I can't without turn off these constraints. I will delete the drivers I have put, so we can follow the tutorial easier. So, but before we start, I want to delete this IK constraint and make a normal one. So let's go into the edit mode, click this heel bone in both legs and this toe bone, Alt P, clear parent. So they are not connected anymore. So let's click this heel bone and this IK bone, Shift Ctrl C, and add the inverse kinematics. Very nice. Chain length to same thing in the right leg. Okay, now this controller, the heel is the IK. So very nice. Very nice. Let me delete this. So now we need to add drivers. Okay, our driver bone will be the spine bone. Okay, we go into this bone properties panel. In the custom properties, we click new. Okay, check this settings button. It will be the type will be integer. Sorry, the name will be FK to IK switch. Okay, click OK. Nice. Let's put it 0. So in this section FK to IK switch, let's click right click and choose copy data path. Very nice. Let's go into the deformation. Let's choose the deformation upper leg, this bone. Go to constraints panel. And in the IK rotation, in the influence section, click right click and add the driver. Okay. Let's do the same thing in the FK rotation. Add driver. Okay. Now let's in the IK rotation, in the influence section, right click again and go open drivers editor. Very nice. Let's click the IK rotation. So in the script expression will be script expression. The expression will be variable. Okay. That it will be a sig property. Object will be armature, and we are going to paste in the path the copy data path we made. Okay, shift V for pasting. Nice, and click update dependencies. Nice. Let's go in the FCUR now. Drivers is here, FCUR is here. Nice. So in the frame 1 the value must be 0, and in the frame 1 the value must be 1. So that's correct. Very nice. Now let's go in, no, this the yeah. Let's go now in the FK bone. You can click here, right click, open drivers editor, or from this panel here. It's the same. So in the drivers, it will be variable, async property, we choose armature, and we pasting again this copy data path we made. Update dependency. Let's check the F curve. Okay, this needs to be changed, okay? In the frame 1, we need the value to be 1. And in the frame 1, the value to be 0. Very nice. In the drivers, update dependencies, that's. So, let's do the same thing in the lower leg. IK, add the driver in the IK rotation, add driver in the FK rotation. So, right click in the IK rotation, open drivers editor. Very nice. Click the IK rotation, okay. Variable, single property, choose armature, and paste the copied data path that we made. Let's check the F curve. No. Yeah, that's the IK is right. Now in the FK rotation, or let's go in the FK rotation from here. Very nice. This will be variable, single property, armature, paste the data path. And in the F curve now, on frame 1 will be 1, on frame 1 will be 0. That basically means when I switch the driver, it will turn off and turn on. So, update dependencies, very nice. And now let's click this IK bone that we add the IK constraint, okay? In the influence, let's add a driver. Let's open the drivers editor, okay? So the drivers, it will be variable, single property, armature, Control V to paste the data path. So this should be, just check. Yeah, that's correct. Very nice. So basically, I think that's how we, now these are the FK bones. We have the FK. As you can see, the IK doesn't work. So if we click this spine bone, and here in the FK IK switch, from 0 we go to 1. And now watch the magic. IK is on. Now let's click this spine bone and slide to 0. IK is off and FK is on. That's the magic of drivers. So let's repeat this process in right arm, right leg. Okay, add driver in IK rotation and in FK rotation. Okay, let's open the drivers editor. But to be honest, we can make now with just one option we can turn off and turn on both legs, but we can also do with different properties. For example, the right leg to turn on, turn off separately from the left leg. The process is exactly the same. Okay, it's up to you how you want to do. Okay, let's go into the drivers editor again. Okay, this IK bone, IK rotation, it will be variable, sync property, armature, update dependency. Yeah, that's correct. Now let's go into the FK rotation editor, variable, single property, armature, Control V to paste the data path. Now let's go into the curve editor, click the frame 1 of the FK rotation. On frame 0 the value will be 1, and on frame 1 the value will be 0. Very nice. Update dependency on the drivers panel. Very nice. Let's do the same thing in the lower leg. Add driver to IK rotation and add driver to FK rotation constraint. Reopen the drivers editor. Sync property, armature. Okay. FQ should be, it's correct. Now let's go into the FK rotation. On frame 0 the value will be 1, and on frame 1 the value will be 0. Update dependency. So let's check now. We have the FK bones on both legs. Let's add the driver in the right IK constraint. Okay. We forgot. Single armature, update dependencies. Let's see the magic now. So now we have the FK bones in control. Now let's turn off and turn on the IK bones. Okay. Very nice. As you can see, both legs are now IK. So that was the part 3 of our tutorial. In this section we learned about how to use drivers for switching the FK and IK leg bones. In part 4 we are going to focus exclusively making the foot. So this will be another good part. So that was for today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. It's important. So have a nice day, guys. Bye.